guys, CKUHD here. So the iPhone SE 2020, let's see exactly how it's holding up in 2021, 1 year later. Now, just to get this out of the way, the iPhone SE is probably the best value for phone ever, just because you get exactly what you pay for. Now, for the price of £299, which is nearly half the price of what the brand new iPhone 12 mini at £699 and £200 cheaper than the iPhone 11. The iPhone SE is in a great position for anyone who wants to enter the ecosystem of Apple without spending a ton on the latest iPhone. And for that price, it is kind of a hybrid for Apple because it's got, well, the iPhone SE is in the body of an iPhone 8, but has a brand new camera system, and you also get an A13 Bionic chip, which, just to remind you, is the same chip that's in the iPhone 11, 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Max, which Apple claims to be 20% faster than the A12 Bionic and 30% lower power consumption, meaning that you can get throughout the day with a little bit more battery. And the thing is, 1 year later, it's still performing very well with daily tasks keeping up and holding a great battery life even while gaming. Now onto storage, which is kind of important. On the Apple website, you're able to choose from 64 gigs, 128 gigs and 256 gigabytes of storage, which hasn't really much changed since higher storage was introduced with the iPhone 8, but prior to this was the base option of 32 gigabytes of storage, which now just isn't enough. Now the reason why storage is important is because you need to kind of future-proof your device. Say for example, I'm daily driving right now the iPhone XS Max with 64 gigabytes of storage. There's going to be a review coming out soon, so make sure you subscribe for that though. But the issue is that I can slowly predict happening that system and other storage will increase over time, regardless of apps, photos or video recording at 4K right now. So I would recommend spending just a little bit more with 128 gigs of storage at least. Now, Apple has always classed the SE lineup as value, and this is true with the 4.7-inch Retina HD display, which is better than the older SE and fits very nice in your hand while texting and navigating around. And I think that the smaller size is actually nice and is a good option that Apple has actually made available. You're also getting 3 gigabytes of RAM, which is better and not actually bad in 2021. The upgraded camera system, which has the same 12 megapixel camera as the older iPhone SE, but can record at 4K from 24 to 30 and 60 frames per second in high dynamic range and has optical image stabilization. The front camera has been upgraded though to 7 megapixels, which supports recording of up to 1080p 30, and these are some images thanks to The Verge. The iPhone SE produces really great shots in all kind of conditions, but does really well in bright light and color accurate with dynamic range, and is actually impressive. And it's kind of hard to tell the difference between a £400 phone and nearly an £1,000 iPhone 11 Pro in daylight. Battery life on this device is great, with the smaller 1821 mAh battery compared to newer devices with a 3000 plus mAh battery. But you can easily get throughout the day thanks to iOS having great battery management, and it's just consistent throughout the day. Now, Touch ID is back, well, sort of. Touch ID has always been the best and secure and fastest way of unlocking your iPhone, and it's back on the iPhone SE after being replaced by Face ID with the iPhone X. And with COVID-19, you've got to wear a mask around, right? So Face ID simply doesn't unlock because of that. Even though recently you can now, thanks to Apple, use your Apple Watch to unlock your device with Face ID enabled, and it's a good way to get around it. But the issue is that you kind of need to have an Apple Watch to make that work, and not everyone has an Apple Watch or sees a need for one, so that's just an issue for many. But Touch ID is great to see on the iPhone SE. Now, software support is a really good topic to talk about because Apple's actually really good at keeping support of their older models to their latest ones as well. The iPhone SE has now got the latest version of iOS at recording, which is iOS version 14.6, which adds features such as AirTags, new emojis, and some extra features. But this also amazes me, as even the older iPhone SE being released with iOS 9.3.2 can be upgraded to today's latest iOS with updates. I mean, it might lose support soon, but that's great to see. But let's just bring it back to 2021, and the iPhone SE 2020 will still be supported for probably the next 5 years or more. And this is just one of the biggest advantages to Android. If you forget about the whole blue bubble situation, iPhones still receive updates even after 2 years. The hardware might get older, but software doesn't. And as long as the processor, storage and memory on the device can handle it, and in 2021 the iPhone SE isn't even showing its age yet for a phone that's 1 year old, the A13 Bionic processor should still keep this phone updated for many years, even longer than expected. The iPhone SE is a really great way to enter the Apple ecosystem at a really great price. You've got iMessage, AirDrop, Touch ID and the ability to copy and paste from one device to another. Reminders from your phone pop up on your Mac, iPad or Apple Watch if you have one, of course, and just so much more. So the iPhone SE second generation in 2021 is the best value for money, and the phone is out there with the A13 Bionic chip and it's going to get better with software and hardware support. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure you're subscribed as it does help this channel out a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one.